What is going on, guys? It's Dino here, and we're back with another Jurassic World video. And so today I'm going to be kind of discussing my current theory as to what we can expect from Jurassic World 3. Now, of course, this is 2 weeks after Fallen Kingdom came out, so we got 3 years before the movie comes out. But I thought it would be kind of fun to get my very first initial theories out, see what comes of them, if they are correct, if some of it's correct. I would love to know, and hopefully some of this is correct, because that would be really cool, honestly. So as we know, Jurassic World 3 is going to be directed and written once again by Colin Trevorrow, and he directed the first Jurassic World movie, and he helped write J.A. Bayona's Fallen Kingdom. So there's a lot of theories as to what's the movie going to be about, and well, we have a pretty good understanding of what's going to happen in the next film based off of the ending of Fallen Kingdom. And as I said, remember, spoilers, so if you did not see that warning, please leave if you don't want to be spoiled for Fallen Kingdom. So yeah, Dark Continent is I think that's a book that was going to be written. I don't know if it is still being written, and if it was written, I need to get it because it looks very interesting. And it's kind of goes on about how like Africa's become this dark continent. Of course, that's the dark continent that they're talking about in the film or in the book. I think it's a book. I'm pretty sure. So like that would be quite interesting. Of course, it's not going to be Africa. It would be America in this case, just based off how Fallen Kingdom ends. Jurassic War. This is also one idea that would be quite fun, and I think would be very cool to see. This Jurassic War was actually what we thought the next Jurassic World movie was going to be after 2015's Jurassic World. Like that was my background on my phone for a while because, you know, I was thinking, hey, Jurassic War, that would be pretty cool. It would probably, if it were to be called that, it would be Jurassic World War, which I think is perfectly fitting, and I think that's all right. I love that idea. That's pretty cool. So really, yeah, those are some pretty good ideas for names. Now, in a second here, I'm going to jump right into what I think the plot is going to be, and it's going to be very basic, of course, and in the future, I'll be adjusting my theories and making more videos on it. So here we go. I'm going to jump right into the plot right about now. So in The Lost World Jurassic Park, the opening scene that we see is a girl, and she's on her beach with her family. She gets attacked by the compies as she goes off and finds them. Now, this was in Jurassic Park, Michael Crichton's original novel, and this was one of the opening scenes of that book. And I have a good feeling that they're going to open this one in a similar way. And what they're going to do is they're going to have the compies that are attacking all the children in their after they're being born in hospitals and stuff. Because in the book they actually attack all of the little kids, and because they're already on Costa Rica, they're on the mainland in the beginning of the Jurassic Park book. And so in that scene we have a doctor, and she treats a kid, or she's taking care of some kids. They get attacked during the night by a bunch of compies. So I think that would be a very interesting intro, and that would be so fitting since it's from Jurassic Park, the book, the original novel that started all this. It would be a little dark, kind of. Yeah, it's supposed to be dark, but the Lost World was part of that original novel's beginning, or that intro scene for the Lost World was. So that would be very fitting, and that would fit the tone and theme of the movie perfectly for having the dinosaurs all on the mainland and stuff now. Now, of course, this might be different, but I think that would be perfectly fitting. And I also think, Biosyn is going to have a larger role in this movie. Biosyn was actually the company that was opposing InGen in Jurassic Park, the book. And if you guys remember, Lewis Dodgson, who gave the embryo storage thing to Nedry, was actually the president of Biosyn. So I think they're going to have a big role in cloning So what they're going to be doing is they want to start cloning more dinosaurs or humans. And I think that would be very interesting, and that would tie Maisie's role into the story, like pretty solidly. So I'm thinking that Henry Wu and Lockwood did something just genetically different to engineer Maisie to be exactly the same as her mother. So I'm thinking they're going to be after Maisie and trying to figure out what was, or maybe not Maisie, but maybe even like Henry Wu. That would be kind of cool, and Henry Wu becomes the good guy, sort of thing, as he tries to protect the secret, or he gives it away for money. I don't know. Um, but so I think they're going to need to track down Maisie, try to find out what they genetically altered in her DNA makeup, and try to replicate that in future experiments and trying to clone people, because they could use people in warfare. And I have a feeling that dinosaurs are already going to be used in warfare. Now, whether it's going to be post-apocalyptic, we don't know, because it's going to be 3 years in the future. That is a decent enough time for the dinosaurs to all breed once again, kind of really, really repopulate the Earth, make it really a Jurassic World. And I have a feeling that's what's going to happen. And there's going to be wars breaking out. That might also be an interesting. I think that's going to have a big role in the movie, is just battles between groups of people that have dinosaurs for warfare. And what they're going to do is they're going to realize that the dinosaurs will have to be exterminated because you can't take care of them like you can people, and they don't follow orders as well. I also think Jeff Goldblum's going to make an appearance again. I also heard that Colin Trevorrow wants to get the original actors back in, kind of to wrap up this section of the franchise. So that would be like Alan Grant, and Ellie Sattler, as well as Tim and Lex Murphy. That would be so amazing to see like all these characters come back together one final time in this last movie, and so like it would make a lot more sense too, because they're not being brought back to the same island for the third time. Or I guess Ellie only went once, but she's in the third movie as a cameo kind of thing. And the dinosaurs have come to them. So that would be awesome. So I think Alan might study them at first, or he'd be openly opposed to them, and Ellie might be opposed to them as well. So that would be. So they could have a role like in the public sphere, trying to get the politicians to get rid of dinosaurs, or like bring about these new laws that will somehow regulate dinosaurs and try to end warfare between people with dinosaurs. And they could also become involved trying to protect Maisie from biosyn, so that she doesn't, or they don't start creating more people, which is very unethical. And I think that's really going to help people watching the movie team up with or like take sides with the dinosaurs on this one, is how unethical the people are going to be trying to clone other people for warfare instead of just dinosaurs. And then they're going to try to dispose of the dinosaurs because, they're useless if they don't follow orders as well as people do. So why have them? And that's going to be a very big debate in the movie, I'm thinking. So I also hope that there's going to be more dinosaurs. So the Troodon was actually in Jurassic Park the game, and it was, since Jurassic Park the game is canon, Troodon's canon. So we don't see Troodon being rescued off of the boats. However, keep in mind that Dr. Wu once again escapes with his scientists and all their DNA that they have of all the dinosaurs and experiments they've ever done. So Troodon is definitely still possible. Same with whatever that is. I can't even pronounce that name. I'm sorry. But there are not going to be hybrids, which is good. Or actually, no, I kind of like the hybrids, but there aren't going to be any dinosaur hybrids in this one. Yeah, so since Henry has all that DNA stored up as well, he might start trying to clone more dinosaurs to sell them to make more money. and he might be trying to further his research into something entirely different, which could be addressed in possibly future films, even though this is supposed to be the last one, which I'd be very upset about because I just don't want it to end. Another dinosaur I would want to see is a Concavenator. They actually have a fossil of, or a statue of it in Lockwood's Manor, if you guys remember that. And that I think that would be pretty cool. I'd assume that they have had it hatched before, and that's kind of the importance of having the statue. And they had a statue for everything in there that they had ever bred, so that would make sense. The Giga would also make a very fun appearance, and I think a final battle. Oh, a final battle! I'll talk to you about that in a little bit, but because that's towards the end of the movie. Giga would be a very cool appearance as well. So then, if we have all these new dinosaurs, they're just going to be terrorizing everything. I don't know if we're going to see dinosaurs attacking like military vehicles and stuff. That would be pretty cool. But however, as you guys saw in a couple of those earlier pictures of people or of armored dinosaurs having all these weapons, I doubt that that's going to be a thing. I really don't think that they're going to do that. And then for this section right here, originally Jurassic World was going to have hybrid human dinosaurs for warfare. So I'm thinking. So my reasoning behind cloning humans for warfare is this concept that they had before making up Jurassic World as we know it now. I don't think, since they said they're not going to bring back hybrids anymore, that they're going to have those in the movie. That might be down the road in future installments of the film franchise. That would be pretty cool, and I wouldn't mind seeing those, but I don't think we're going to be seeing that in this one. And so there was also something else. I watched a video, and it pointed out something that I hadn't thought about, and that is Blue's role in the film. So Blue, as we know, was trained from birth to be obedient to people, and through Owen's research, they were trying to militarize the dinosaurs and all that stuff, and get them to follow orders, save human lives on the battlefield. And if they're cloning people, those lives are expendable. So it's really not gonna have a negative effect on the people that are cloning them and selling them to military foundations, like Navy and Air Force and whatever else. So Blue's DNA might be corrupted by the T-Rex blood that was injected into her. Now, I know that might sound a little bit far-fetched, but think about it. Blue's a docile dinosaur. Her genetic makeup is supposed to be obedient, and she follows orders very well, and she's not too over the top in killing people that are nice, or I guess the good guys. Even though after the Indominus kind of convinced her not to follow the people, she did attack them, but that will she didn't. And then she befriended Owen, and she helped out everyone else in the end of the movie, and in Fallen Kingdom. So, with what happens with corruptions in DNA, is you're exposed to something else, and over time, as your cells replicate, the DNA may become corrupted, kind of like with cancer and all those other fatal illnesses and stuff like that. So I think that they may have an effect on Blue. She might become much more temperamental and violent and aggressive, which would lead her to start attacking other civilizations and other people. Like in the end of the movie, we see her above a neighborhood. So like she might actually start attacking all these people. So I think I don't know how Owen's probably gonna have to come back and rescue Blue. But like Tim and Lex Murphy would also make a cool appearance in the movie. Like just kind of have all the original actors back for one last movie, just to finish it all off. That would be so cool. So like I think Blue still might also have an important role because she's still trained to follow orders. So if the whole Maisie idea doesn't come into fruition, I have a feeling that Blue is still going to be a target of many of the geneticists. Now, the final battle. Sorry, I have a sore throat. The final battle. Who will it be between? I think it's going to be between all the largest dinosaurs that we've seen, maybe even the Giga, of course the T-Rex. We gotta get like an epic finale. Maybe they all team up and they go and fight, maybe like these military people or something. Just one final amazing battle, maybe not between the dinosaurs, but between dinosaurs and something else. And I'm thinking the Giga, the T-Rex, maybe, just maybe, one of the coolest hybrids that we've seen in Jurassic Park, the Spinosaurus. And yes, that was a hybrid, so technically if they had that in the movie, it wouldn't fit the no hybrids thing, but at the same time, it wasn't supposed to be a hybrid necessarily. It was more a hybrid just because it was overly mutated and it wasn't an intentional hybrid, I should say. So it could pass as not hybrid. That's an entirely different discussion I'm going to be making a video on over my vacation, and I'll be uploading that for you guys. So stay tuned for that, and if you guys enjoyed my theories, leave a like and let me know. And what do you guys think is going to happen? I'm very curious to see your guys' opinions. So don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, as I said. Stay tuned for more theory videos, and I'll catch up with you guys in the next video.